Trick or treat! It's the Comic Book Girl 19 Spooky Halloween Special! Surprisingly, Halloween doesn't even exist in a lot of places. And if I lived there, I would totally start a petition to get Halloween started in my country. I'd start going around and putting up ghouls everywhere and skeletons and shitty cobwebs. And people would see how fun it is. So let's get started with my Halloween movie recommendations. This is my condensed and curated Halloween horror movie list for 2012. There's movies from the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, scary movies that are all around fun, scary movies that are so bad they're good.
Trick or treat!
What?
Yeah, trick or treat! Yeah.
What? Trolls, you're back!
Give me some candy!
Well, I got a candy bucket, so come get some candy.
Yeah, no problem. Just always stop by and see what kind of shitty candy you had.
At least you have costumes on. That's surprising.
Yeah, there better not be any Werther's originals in there. Yeah, I'll be pissed.
I see you're supposed to be a scary witch. What are you supposed to be over there?
I'm comic book slut 19. Can't you tell? I just think I'm so cool. I have a web show.
Oh, that's great. That's just like me. Good job. Okay, well just take the candy. Take as much as you want.
Thanks for the treats, but you're still gonna get tricks later, bitch. Yeah.
Happy Halloween. First up, we're going to talk about A-list horror, Rosemary's Baby by Roman Polanski with Mia Farrow. It came out in 1968, and I know that there's a lot of prejudices against older movies. Okay, a lot of young people think that they're like, oh, it's old movies, so it's too slow and boring, whatever. Not the case here, okay? You should fucking watch it. Second of all, a lot of people are like, oh, I know what that movie's about, because you've heard about it and you know what the deal is with it. But fuck you. Still go watch it, okay? Just because you may know what the ending is going to be doesn't mean that you shouldn't watch this film, because it is so good. And if you've never heard of this movie, that's great. Don't try to find out anything about it. Don't read anything about it. Just go out and watch it. The great thing about this movie is Mia Farrow as Rosemary. It's she's such a good person and she's such a nice little waif, and she's just she's so naive and sweet and just doesn't know, and just things go so terribly for her and she doesn't deserve it, and just you can totally get behind that character and just see how tragic it is. And if you don't want to take my word for it, Rosemary's Baby has a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. A 98%? That's crazy.
Honey, it's 1966.
No, Rosemary's Baby isn't action-packed and there's blood and gore all the time and hostile bullshit going on. There's none of that, okay? It is a little slower. It's the kind of movie that you'll find yourself loving because you can really get behind the characters, behind the situations, you can relate to it. It's good stuff. So now we're going to talk about one of my favorite all-time movies, Fright Night. This movie is the tops, okay? And let me tell you why. This movie has really likable characters. One of my favorites is Evil Ed, played by Stephen Jeffries. He's such a little teenage weirdo. It's great. He has the best, weirdest laugh ever and such an odd cadence to his voice.
Both of them had their heads chopped off. Can you believe it? Yeah!
He has really great scenes, and he has really good, acting. And I didn't see the remake because I don't need to see the remake because there's no making this film any better, especially not with Colin Farrell, okay? Colin Farrell as a vampire is not nearly as cool as Chris Sarandon as Jerry Dandridge. So one of the tropes of vampirism is, the art of seduction, how they have this, hypnotic, seductive quality. And this is played perfectly by Chris Sarandon in this movie. Not only can he seduce women, he can totally seduce, boys, men, whatever.
All you have to do is take my hand. Here, Edward. Take my hand.
Vampires have totally been ruined today by movies like Twilight and things like The Vampire Diaries. Vampires used to be scary, okay, believe it or not. And nowadays, the hot vampire dude is some sparkly, emo, lame, awful guy, boy, whatever. And then, think about the 80s and how the 80s, they really loved, fucking macho dudes. The 80s were, all about fucking muscles and fucking tans and all that shit. Jerry Dandridge really embodies the qualities of a hot 80s dude, okay? He's a real man, okay? He's a man. okay? And he doesn't sparkle, and he doesn't want to marry you, okay? He wants to eat you, he wants to kill you and suck your blood or turn you into his like vampire whore or something. And you'll totally let him do it because he's gonna come up to you in the 80s club and give you his vampire eyes, and you're gonna be like dancing, and he's gonna be like, you get hotter like every time the camera looks at you, like the next time. I love it. He's dancing with this chick in this 80s nightclub. He's like seduced her with this hot 80s vampire shit. And every time they cut to her, like, she gets hotter. Like, she starts off, she has these clips in her hair, and her shirt's all buttoned up, and she's all lame, and then, like, by the end of it, her hair's, like, all big, she has this makeup on, and, like, her, like, shirt's all down, they've been, like, rubbing and grinding, and... Gonna tell me wrong from right. Loving you is all that matters. Baby, I can't wait another night. I'll give it up.
Let her go.
And this is the main character's girlfriend. And it's so good. Not to mention, the rest of the effects in this movie are crazy. They're done by Steve Johnson, the guy who did the Ghostbusters films. All of these effects are practical. They're all amazing. Roddy McDowell totally steals the show as Peter Vincent. He's like this, used to be like this big vampire killer actor in the 70s, and like now he just like hosts some shitty like horror cable access television show. And like he's like down on his luck, and then Charlie comes in, he's like, I have a vampire living next door to me, and he's like, oh God, okay, well, if you give me some money, I'll come over there. And then he goes over there and he finds out they're really vampires there, and he's like, holy shit, these are really vampires, and he's like terrified. Peter Vincent has a really good story arc. He starts off as like this cool guy on TV that you think is like a hero and everything, and then you find out that he's a total fraud and a total coward, and it makes you like really not like him and just be like, oh, that guy sucks. And then he like redeems himself and like becomes the hero and overcomes his fear and like tries his hardest to get rid of these vampires. Another movie that stars Roddy McDowell is The Legend of Hell House. This is a wonderful haunted house movie from the 70s. It's a hidden gem. The premise is 4 psychic investigators, and they go into this house, the Belasco house, and they're being paid by this millionaire to find out whether there's like life after death. And like this is the place where they think that they're gonna find that sort of information, because like this place is the Mount Everest of haunted houses. This place is like fucked up, okay? Like crazy shit happened here, like orgies and like just the worst, and like terrible like stuff, like not fun orgies, like bad orgies, you know? This movie's got cats jumping on people out of nowhere and scratching the shit out of them. Shadow orgies, ectoplasmic seances, it's a satanic chapel, it has ghost-killing science machines, it has ghost rape. I mean, what more do you want here?
What the spiritualists refer to as ectoplasm is derived almost entirely from the medium's body. The remainder being an admixture from the air, the medium's costume, fibers from remains, food and dust particles, etc., etc. But the bulk of it is organic living matter, an organic externalization of thought, mind, reduced to matter.
You mean she made that figure from herself?
Truth be told, The Legend of Hell House isn't that great of a movie. It's not nearly as good as the book. The book is very graphic, very gory, very adult, okay? The movie suffers from not having that great of directing. You don't really know the characters. The pacing is a bit slow. Also, they don't have a big budget, and they didn't go as far as the book did. And the book, like I said, is pretty gruesome. I would love to see this remade, okay? Now, this is a movie that's worth remaking, Hollywood. Fright Night did not need to be remade. But this movie could be really great, and when I win the Mega Millions, I'm going to produce this film and remake it because it's going to be awesome. And if you like Legend of Hell House, you should check out the book called Hell House, okay? This movie is based on a book called Hell House by Richard Matheson. Who's Richard Matheson, you might ask? Oh, well, he's only this hugely influential, badass, like, sci-fi horror screenwriter / like, short story novelist. You've seen his work, and you don't even know it. He's influenced Stephen King, Anne Rice, George Romero. This guy is a legend. Other movies that were based on his works is like Somewhere in Time, What Dreams May Come, Stir of Echoes, The Box, Steven Spielberg's first movie, Duel. He also wrote like 16 episodes of The Twilight Zone, including Terror at 20,000 Feet with William Shatner.
There's a man out there. Would you wake up, please, honey?
And he rewrote the whole thing for the Twilight Zone movie. He's also responsible for the trilogy of terror. This guy is totally amazing. And if you want to start reading his stuff, I would suggest getting the short story book, Terror at 20,000 Feet and Other Stories. That's a really good place to start. If you're in the mood for a movie that's so bad it's good, Basket Case is the one for you. This movie is so special. It's pure camp. It's like everyone is 100% committed in this movie, and it's just totally awful. The acting is terrible. The directing is awful. The script is utterly ridiculous, but it's so much fun. Like, I can't imagine you not like being charmed by how bad this film is. So Basket Case is about these twin brothers, but one of them was like a weird parasitic twin that was just kind of like a head and some arms. And one night the dad got these doctors and paid these doctors to come into the house and like separate the two of them. They tried to kill Belial, is his name. And he didn't die, and like Dwayne found him and like got him back. And you know, now they're like out to find all those doctors who like cut them apart because they're pissed about it. You know, like Belial's like so pissed that he got cut off. Totally ridiculous. Like, he looks so creepy and weird. Like, the monster design is totally bizarre. And he's like, but he's sympathetic. Like, you do feel bad for him, which is like really interesting. The acting is so horrible. It's so bad. It's utterly charming with how bad it is. It's so naive. It's 100% committed, and it's 100% terrible. And I love it.
You by yourself?
Yes, alone, by myself.
All alone in this cold, cruel world.
$20 a night.
I just need a place to stay.
What's in the basket?
Clothes.
Seriously, watch this film. If you want to laugh, you know, little weird head and hand arms guy like trying to like hump on people and stuff like that, it's like totally weird.
What's in the basket?
This is the quintessential so bad it's good movie. Now, I know there's some people out there who don't really like horror movies and they're kind of scaredy cats. They don't like scary stuff. So, for you, I've picked the comedy The Burbs, starring Tom Hanks. This movie is so funny, it's crazy.
A typical street in the Burbs.
Morning, Walter!
Where nothing much ever happened. Until the Klopeks moved in.
I've been watching it since I was a kid. I introduced it to everybody I know. It's really funny, and it has a lot of fun horror elements in it, too.
You wouldn't want to visit there.
Ray, this is Walter.
In The Burbs, Tom Hanks lives next to this haunted house. These weirdos called the Klopeks moved in. They never mow their lawn. Their house looks like shit. They see them digging up shit in the backyard in the middle of the night, when it's raining, just weird stuff. And then this man disappears from down the street, and they think that the Klopeks had something to do with it. So Tom Hanks has to team up with these other suburbanites, and it's hilarious. And Corey Feldman is in it as the obnoxious next door teenager, and he's really good. He totally does a great job. The Burbs is just funny and fun all around, and it's got really great horror elements in it. It's this big mystery, whodunit type situation. They're trying to find the proof that these guys are weirdos, and it's really good. So I've been seeing that there's a lot of interest in H.P. Lovecraft as of late. I've noticed a lot of people asking me about him and, what stories they should read and all this sort of stuff. Well, if you like H.P. Lovecraft and you're interested in cosmic horror, you should check out Arthur Machen's The Great God Pan. If H.P. Lovecraft is the father of cosmic horror, then Arthur Machen is the grandfather of cosmic horror. This guy inspired H.P. Lovecraft. I found out about this story through Stephen King in the annotations in the back where he talks about what inspired him, and he talks about Lovecraft, and he talks about this one specific story. And be warned, this story was written in 1890, so it's from the 1890s, so it's not going to be written like shit's written today. Don't read The Hill of Dreams. I fucking hated The Hill of Dreams. That was terrible, but The Great God Fan was fantastic. Thanks for the recommendation, Stephen King. So I got a couple of good comic recommendations for you. It's a reprint of horror comics from the 50s. Okay, this is the #1 haunted horror. Definitely pick it up. It's out right now at your comic book store, and I really enjoyed it a lot. Okay, it is what it is. It's these 50s stories that are totally 5 pages long. They're not that crazy, it's not oh, you're gonna be scared or anything like that, but it's just They're so ridiculous. They're so much fun, you know? And like every woman in this is like a monster. Like every single woman in this, like every beautiful girl is like terrible and like leads men like to hell and like beyond. There's a Satan's daughter story. There's like a Spider-Woman story. There's like a story about like friends like fucking each other over and then the other one's like eyeballs like chasing them around all the time and shit. It's like, it's a lot of fun. So definitely check out these if you want some fun 50s horror comics. If you want to read a scary fucking comic, if you're looking for a scary horror comic for adults, Strange Embrace by David Hine is just, will totally knock your socks off. It'll totally blow your mind. It'll creep you out. It's so scary. Like, I've never read a comic that like really like scared me and I was like, wow, like that's fucked up. David Hine is a genius, but he's like the master of taking a story and then like chopping it up in all these different pieces and like feeding you a little bit of information at a time. You're wanting more, like he keeps like just adding layer after layer after layer of like horror elements. Like there's supernatural elements to it, but like the most horrible stuff is like totally mundane. It's things that could actually happen. This comic is a masterpiece. It's got like the horror of obsession, the horror of like womanhood in the Victorian era, the horror of disease, the horror of family, sexual horror. I heard that it was optioned for a movie and I like after I read this, I was like, why isn't this a movie? Like, why is this not a movie? Come on guys, like please, like this would be amazing. Hey guys, if you like this show, please click the like button. It's a simple thing you can do to help new viewers find my show. Also, AVX next week, I promise.